Hello and welcome back to another episode of Fate, the Traitor Soul. We are back kind of running through the ice dungeon. I am going to turn the sound back on. We are now back. I have turned the game sound back on because I decided to turn the game combat sounds off. It just sounded really empty. Like, my hope was to pretty much show in segments where I'm like running through things. I can speed it up, keep the music the same, cut it off at some point. But it just really seemed empty without the kind of combat sounds. We are back to heal. We are back to doing this, having some fun, and you might be noticing that the level is quite a bit different from the end of the last episode, and here's the reason. My last recording didn't get corrupted, but let's just say the audio didn't work correctly, so it sounds like garbage. Because I made a slight error. I have a little switch on the side of my headset cord that allows me to mute my mic. And you see, that got switched at some point, which meant no audio from my mic. Which I still did the recording. The recording has audio. However, it is not from my mic. It is from my laptop's mic. And if anybody has done a recording or anything, tried to talk through a not a headset, but a laptop mic, you know it's really, really garbage, and it picks up every single other noise. Yeah, that was the same case here. So, because of that, me, had to decide, yeah, it's not worth putting out the episode with the terrible quality. Instead of just editing a video today, the day I'm putting it out, I am also now going to record the video and edit it all in one day. Isn't that fun? Actually, it's pretty fun because it's the end of the term for me. I've pretty much got everything done. I have like a few little things of homework, which technically you're not even supposed to have homework due during Dead Week and Finals Week. But, you know, who cares about standards and, rules and stuff? Nah, they'll just get away with anything. So
a trap has been sprung.
That's what it is. Kinda do want to agree. As much as it's a pain, I do enjoy the thought of eventually working somewhere as a computer game designer, so hopefully this 3 more years might be 4, because I am definitely, or at the very least it's going to be a very busy 4th year. It's not like I'm not going to do anything to help myself otherwise while I'm doing college and stuff, because I am currently, and have been for like the last 2 years, off and on of course, otherwise it'd be, well, hopefully it'd most likely be much better. And the game I am talking about is Phantom Asteroids. This is the game that I've been working on for roughly 2 years, as I said. And I started as a tutorial thing, first thing that I made in Unity.
Pet is fleeing.
And then I just built upon it. And it's definitely went far and above the tutorial kind of thing. Because, I mean, the tutorial is basically just, oh, look at this generic asteroids kind of game. And that's about it. Like, it's nothing too special. There's a million different other games like it. And it's to be expected. It's based thing in Unity. people are just gonna like, oh, let me just change things up and then make millions off of it. Maybe not millions, but they definitely make way too much money for how much they put into it. They're just like, oh, let me just steal this and call it my own. However,
A trap has been
I
sprung.
have grabbed the base idea and really built off of it. To the point where I think like 2 things technically are not my own. Excluding prefabs, and which are just basically, they're basically just models. Yeah, models and stuff. So, like, that's about the only thing, because I just can't do models right now. Because I don't know how to exactly, and because I don't think I'm skilled enough. Either way, it is off the table as it is right now.
Your pet has fled.
Why do so many things have reflection? I was not expecting reflection. But I've added quite a ton of different things. Like, I mean, while the main part of the game is a lot of their stuff, because I mean, the main part of the game is an endless, you shoot asteroids, try and get highest score, you know, etc. kind of thing. But I've added a whole bunch of different weapons to use, a whole tons of upgrades and stuff. Oh, sorry about that. Had something go down the wrong pipe. So, the other thing, I've worked really hard on this game, and I really have enjoyed making it. And if you have an Android phone, hopefully you'll check it out and enjoy it. Sorry if you just have a iOS, because it's a pain to get it on an iPhone. Seriously. Just how much it, not even work part related, how much it costs to have it on an iPhone is $100 a year per game. Which is insane to everybody who isn't just a major developer. I mean, because, like, obviously, major developer, $100 a year, chump change for them. Like, that's less than what they're paying Jim to, you know, work in Jim from accounting. I don't know where like came up with that from, but it's just the point is, like, you know, they probably pay someone who doesn't even do much, probably, more money than they have to pay, you know, iOS in that case. But for smaller people who potentially aren't making any money from their game, like me right now, because I don't have everything fully set up and I'm not certain if the ads are working correctly. So yeah, that's a thing. So currently just on iOS, not on iOS, currently only on Android, which I think you have to like search in that exact thing of phantom asteroids. There is a link down in the description below, so that will take you there as well, or it should. I will make sure that it does. That'd be kind of embarrassing if it didn't.
Your pet has grown more skilled.
Whoa, that's whole lot of things.
Your pet has fled.
Whole lot of things trying to kill me. That's a lot of things. Well, they're being very successful in attempting to kill me. And that did not go well.
Your pet is fleeing.
I do hope you'll check out the game. It's pretty great. I mean, there are a few bugs right now. Even though I thought I got most of them gone. Pretty much the biggest one is you can go into the game without any weapons equipped. Technically I could call that a feature, but I know most people wouldn't want like to go into the game without weapons, so it seems silly to like, oh, that's a feature when it's like obviously a bug. So I'll get it fixed. I have it fixed for the update that goes out next Saturday. Technically, it would have been this Saturday, but I didn't. So it's going to be next Saturday. And then the other major minor thing
your pet has
is the fact that the weapon on and off buttons. What are you doing here? You're not supposed to be. What? Excuse me. Stop. No. I specifically went here to avoid them. Why are they here? So as I was saying, the weapon on and off buttons are currently not working as intended, just due to... Oh, I know why. I finally realized why. It's because I set them up to all do the same thing. However, as I later found out, doing some other homework, that also resets or sets them all to the same thing. When I did that, it just set them all to 3, and so that way it didn't work properly. However, it still might work. Like, I'm not sure why, but it just seemed like it did its job still. No idea, but either way, that's a potential bug and will be fixed, or is fixed, ready to update this weekend. But all in all, everything core-wise works totally fine. It won't be anything game-breaking, even if it's a little unconventional, like the going into the game without any weapons, or set the weapons correctly, or on and off. But besides that, everything else works. The main base of the game is there. It's pretty enjoyable, I would say. I am not very good at it, but I think that's just due to me not being good, because it really isn't that difficult. It definitely does get more difficult as you get farther in, because there's a nifty little, it gets more and more, not faster, but just there's more asteroids to destroy. So it also kind of rewards the go as far as you can, rather than go up to this point, restart, etc. I don't know for certain if I do have it set up so it saves properly if you quit. So you might still have to die at that point in the game. Keyword, in the game. We'll find out shortly, and really it's fixed now as well, so it's just a case of come Saturday everything will be working again. However, big thing, I figured out that instead of having to have two things for every projectile, having a left and a right version, I can just give it a tag when I launch it, or when I make it. So that way, when it fires from the ship, it can be set one way or another, and so it doesn't have to I don't have to have double the space for all the projectiles. Ooh, that was close. Also, I feel like I've never seen so many of these things. And I've played through this game like so many times. Like when this was a mistake. This was a mistake. Mistakes have been made. I have no way. Oh. Again, I haven't seen those before.
Your pet has fled.
Just a little bit further, not sure where. Almost done with the 3 levels, so I won't really start another
Your pet
big topic.
Is fleeing.
I will kind of get into it a bit. I've started watching Twitch, like live streams.
Your pet is fleeing.
Bad idea number 2.
Your pet has fled.
Oh, shoot. Yes, this way. Not good, because I have no more healing potions. Okay, we got out of there. I like how I still have the slow effect, but or visual effect, but wasn't slowed at that point because of the coffee. Kind of interesting, and it seems like it's just a simple error on their part. I know I've done stuff like that where it does what it's supposed to, but not fully. That is why with a lot of stuff, I just set whatever would normally trigger it off. I just set that. Pretty much in this case, like if it was a slow, I would turn it down. I'd put the duration to 0 seconds, or maybe 1. So that way, it then triggers the normal. Oh, duration's gone. You know, like oh, this is not. Gotta be good. It's right here. The entire time. That is almost ridiculous. If it wasn't me who was doing it, I would have been crazy at that. Instead, I just know I'm an idiot. Welcome back to the Daily Gamble. I should really get a sound effect for that, I just thought of. Not sure how I'm gonna do it, unless I just literally take an audio clip and save it somewhere, but I have no idea how to do that, so instead I do it every time. What do we have here? A bunch of magic stuff I can't use, some boots that probably won't be better than those, some new gloves that probably will be better, a helm I can't use or won't use. Okay, let's see what these gloves gets us. I'd say these are pretty good. Nothing much. More damage, pretty good. Bunch more strength, and a bunch more attack. And that is really useful. I am getting to the point where I almost don't need any more attack, because I'm actually hitting most of my shots. Now, let's get the bard. I don't have the gold to afford the bard, so we'll be calling that an episode. I hope you all enjoyed. If you enjoyed, hit that like button. If you really enjoyed, consider subscribing. Either way, see you in the next video. Bye bye. Bye. Also, don't forget to check out Phantom Asteroids if you're on Android. Thank you.